Hey Virgo, welcome back to Distilled Tarot. My name's Shannon. I'll be guiding you through today's reading. This is our daily reading for July 5th, 2025. Let's see what's going on with Virgo. At the heart of your reading, we have the moon, venturing into unknown territory, exploring something that you've never done before. This feels like something that you didn't choose for yourself. You were sort of thrust into this situation. Your environment dictated this course of action. I mean, we always have a choice in how we're going to handle it, but this does feel very fated in the sense that it could be like an important pivot point for you. This is really interesting. Your challenge is the sun. So the two luminaries coming out first tells me that this is a very deep esoteric sort of message coming through. We're talking about the unknowns in life, venturing forward into a season of your life where nothing is certain, or in a certain area of your life, you're feeling less secure, usually because of a lack of familiarity. You don't have the experience to tell you what to expect, how to handle certain scenarios. So you're learning as you go, a little bit of flying by the seat of your pants sort of energy. It's requiring you to expend a lot of mental energy, I'm getting, because of this need to constantly be more aware of your circumstances than you would be if you were sort of in a routine that you were very familiar with. Could be embarking on a new career path, or living alone for the first time. It's some sort of major life condition that you haven't experienced before, at least not in this lifetime. Your challenge being perhaps seeing the opportunities that do exist, adopting a more optimistic attitude. This almost gives me the impression that if you would shift your attitude, Spirit's saying you're already in this energy, but you're feeling like you're in this energy. You're feeling perhaps a sense of fear, trepidation, uncertainty about the unfamiliarity, when if you sort of turn the lens a little bit and you say, oh, you know what? This is something I've never done before, and that's exciting. I get the chance to dig into this new thing, and that's going to be so fun. I think that's what we're getting at here. I've never had this card combination before, but I kind of like it. I'm a Virgo rising, so I can see a bit of application on my own life. I'm like, okay, Spirit, I hear you. I mean, I'm always one to play with the idea of a perspective shift. Your focus being the Fool in reverse. If you are venturing into something you're unfamiliar with, you want to avoid missteps. You want to minimize the time that it's going to take to pick yourself up and dust yourself off, bounce back from any setbacks. It could be a bit of that perfectionist attitude of like, well, I'm accustomed to understanding all the parameters for whatever I'm undertaking, and this feels uncomfortable. I'm not going to be getting it right the first time. I mean, there's always that chance. But more than likely, there are going to be mistakes along the way in this learning process. And I think you are overemphasizing the gravity of a mistake and really wanting to avoid it because it would just feel like a failure, and that would sort of I'm not thinking of the word. It's when sound waves sort of bang around a room. Doesn't matter. It would sort of create a ripple effect that is overwhelming within you. The way that you process your own shortcomings. And I think that's, you're really seeing it more as like, I, Virgo, do things well. I have an eye for detail. I can suss out and evaluate and make quick work of like learning a new skill. This comes easily to me. I can learn anything new. But inherent in that is I don't make mistakes. That's not part of who I am. If I make a mistake, then what are the implications there? And it feels like a lot of implications that feel negative. You're trying to avoid that. Whereas that perspective shift of the lens through which you're viewing your life right now, you could take it less seriously. You could choose to say, all right, so what if I waste a few weeks with this sort of an effort? I tried something new. Now I know that that path isn't the right thing to do right now. But I also made a good friend. I put something out into the world. Whatever. I'm having a difficult time putting a positive spin on it. So trust me, I get where you're coming from. If this is your reading, like, I get it. But I also sort of conceptually understand that like rosier approach to life being a benefit, or the potential for it, like really yielding positive results. If you're willing to stumble, you can get farther. If you don't let that sort of get you down and judge yourself or assume that the world is judging you, don't let it shake your identity. You can have a lot more fun. You can enjoy the process more. In the recent past, we have the Ten of Wands in reverse, which is either, it's not... I'm picking up on one specific interpretation, so I'll just leave it at that. It's that you've completed something massive. Some sort of major goal that you had set for yourself and been working toward for a long time. There's a sense of completion, whether the entire project is over or just like the setup phase is over, or you've decided on one path and so the exploratory phase is over. There's some big undertaking that you felt burdened by that is ending because you completed it. Show me from our higher self perspective, what's the silver lining here, or one of the best things to come from this? This is either adopting a more heart-centered approach in the actions that we choose to take, do the things that we love because we love to do it, or this could mean that this path that you're on is going to bring you in close proximity with someone else that you could connect with in love or romance. Show me what's coming up in the near future. Ooh, secrets. I think it's a positive thing because we have the Ace of Swords in the upright here at the bottom of the deck. The Seven of Swords just means concealment. So perhaps to mitigate that, what we've been talking about, that sense of if I make mistakes, then I'm going to be a big failure. Maybe you're going to choose to walk this path in solitude, away from the prying eyes of the world, and really get experienced at it before you sort of open it up to everyone. That would be very in keeping with the energy that I'm getting. And this would mean that you're choosing to do it in private, in secret, in shadows, so that your mistakes can be secrets that you keep. And you can present whatever this is that you're working on to the world when you have it perfected, or when you feel like this is the level of excellence that I feel comfortable sharing with other people. So that's the concealment energy, I think, that I'm picking up on with that Seven of Swords. But still, the Spirit's pushing us to be more open. Don't walk this path in the shadows of night. Come out into the sunlight and let the world see. Show me what's going to affect the situation that Virgo doesn't see coming. We have the Lovers in reverse. Well, it could be as simple as a breakup coming out of left field. You think something is very secure, and it ends up that the relationship fizzles, falls apart, you go your separate ways. It could also be a bit more nuanced than that, with this Knight of Cups representing someone new that you could connect with romantically, and there's more of a delay with the connection than you might have thought. So maybe you meet someone, sparks fly, you catch feelings for them, and it's more of a slow burn on their end. They want to date around or get to know you, or they're going to live in another country for a year, so you wouldn't even really have a chance to, like, get to know someone. I mean, I guess some people meet and develop a relationship long distance. Your hopes and fears, we have the Queen of Cups and the Ten of Cups. So you are really hoping for deep and lasting joy in your life, to have love in your life, or things that you love, activities that you love to do. But I think we're talking about partnership here. You're really craving connection and companionship, but that scares you at the same time. The end result, we have a whole grip of cards. We have the World in reverse, the Eight of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, and the Four of Pentacles. This isn't great energy. When taken together as a combined message, I'm getting this refusal to allow something to evolve and grow and change because it scares you. You're holding on desperately to what you know because some sort of upgrade is on offer, but it requires letting go of the past in order to make room for the future. you're locked into one belief system, one idea, one, like, it can only be this way. It has to be this one way. If it's not this way, then everything falls apart. When inherently the message of the Eight of Swords is that there are a myriad of ways. Whatever the question is, there are other ways that you're refusing to see or unable to see. The Nine of Pentacles in reverse could have something to do with, like, wrapped up in this concept, you feel that a loss a loss of your independence would be necessary. Like, I wouldn't get to experience all the things that I enjoy about living alone or being single, specifically with finances, but also just about, like, the things that you spend your money on. What do you enjoy? And wanting to maintain that independence, but inherently feeling like this upgrade or this leveling up portal that's being offered to you would require you to sacrifice a degree of independence that you don't want to let go of. What advice do we have for Virgo? The Star. Keep hope alive, Virgo. Dream bigger. Your dreams can come true. The universe wants to grant all your wishes right now. This is speaking of a very fertile time in life when things that you want to happen can materialize a lot more quickly than you think, and in different ways than you're expecting. But if you don't accept it, if you step toward something and you are expecting disappointment, if you're not willing to put yourself in the position of taking a leap of faith toward the dream, because you don't want to be fooled or ridiculed or be seen as imperfect or let yourself down or be tricked or trapped. It's this aversion to risk that I think is putting you off the mark when Spirit's saying it's right there. It's right there, Virgo. All it takes is this paradigm shift, and you'll start to see everything that's around you in a new light. You can connect with it energetically, and it can really start to integrate in your life in a way that will blossom into your dreams coming true. So Virgo, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that helped. Have a good day, and I'll see you back tomorrow.